Welcome to the Nexus Gaming Series Nexus Division matchup of gillyShark at Bingo Night versus Under Newb Management. On the side of gillyShark at Bingo Night, you have Kaimo Tripson on the Rhaegar, Ekib on the Zeratul, the Lazy Hydra playing Blaze, Stark on the Junkrat, and Schumann on the Stitches. Over on the side of Under Newb Management, you've got I've Just Fizzed on Diablo, Sneaky Glades on the Sylvanas, Silver on the Li Ming, Zloth on the Dahaka, and Alan by default to play the Lucio. As I said, we're going to have a prediction onto which team will get the first boss. Go ahead and get your gambles in right now as that prediction has begun. I'm trying to tab out and close something. There we are. Alrighty, let's also get rid of player vision so we can set up little things like that. Very odd watching my team but not playing. Well, it's a new way to look. It's a new way to look at the game. That's how I always look at it. Sneaky Glades and friends gonna get a little sneaky action in bottom lane. Haunting Wave back, overpower Shadow Charge onto Ekib, who gets the blink away as Schumann slams down onto the ground. Blaze will be going into the Regeneration Globes, the new habits at level 1, which will give him the Unstoppable. And I believe it's a 2-second Unstoppable after he gets the 15 Regeneration Globes. But you also have the baseline, the passive of this as well, is that the Regeneration Globes, as he'll be double soaking a lot of this game, at least that's the expectation, will reduce his Pyromania by 6 seconds per globe. And I think Pyromania's got a decent cooldown on it, 90 seconds on that bad boy. Drag from Dahaka, I don't think it connected. Zeratul trying to put pressure. Jet Propulsion from Blaze just on time, but the damage from the towers is too much to force back the side of gillyShark at Bingo Night from getting any sort of early game kill. Speaking of early game, we do have a quick rotation from the side of Under Newb Management, as they'll be grabbing this. I believe in silver. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, AG is the elemental name for the periodic table. No, that's not the right terminology. Where's Kaimo Tripson? We need to kill the Dahaka 5 times for a square? Really? Oh, wow, okay. Well, Dahaka currently sits at 0. Pops the Essence, has the Spell Armor. That's gonna be from that level 1, gonna be the Enduring Swarm. You also have the increased duration, so we might see full W build from the Dahaka. Nice concussion mine over the wall. There might be a trade onto I Just Fizzed. Any way to get out? No, there's no minion to jump to, and the sidewall was taken out just a little too late. I think also there was a little bit of surrounding from Kaimo and Stark, a little bit of body blocking, denying that Diablo from backing away. AG is the abbreviation for the element of silver. But doesn't it have like, don't they have like a specific name for on the periodic table for like the shortened version, or is it just abbreviated? I thought they had like, it's like the elemental symbol or something like that. Like AU is gold. Which I only remember because of just, hey, you give me back my gold. Chemical symbol. Oh, it's the chemical symbol. Thank you. I knew there was a fancy term. Okay, Blaze to grab the left, but look at Ekib over here on the right-hand side. That's a drag from Dahaka not connecting. Did go into the actual Lurker Strain from level 4. We have the left side from the Blaze going to be channeled. Zeratul still putting pressure onto Zloth. But now we have a Lazy Hydra coming in with a nice Jet Propulsion, connecting onto 2. Silver to back away. Zeratul looking for the Singularity Spike, doesn't land it. Dahaka does get the channel on the top right. Very low, Stitches backs away. Dahaka comes in with the Brush Stalk, but he's not going to be quick enough to nab himself the... I was going to say the flea bag, but that's a talent. Anyways, they're not going to be able to... Wait, hold on. Fizzed? Ekib wants this and should get it. But that is the trade. A Diablo kill. Oh, no. Wow, I thought the channel would go through, but it looks like Blaze might have delayed a little bit. Lazy Hydra getting a little bit low. Goes for the Jet Propulsion. Healing a little bit up in that Oil Slick. Zeratul diving onto that Sylvanas. Knockback from Alan, which saves Sneaky. But we do have the first phase, or the first altars, going mostly over to the side of gillyShark at Bingo Night. They'll get 8 shots into the core of Under Newb Management. Fe is iron. Yep, that sounds right. Potassium is K. I was that annoying guy, and if someone would respond with K in a text message, I would just respond with potassium. So clever. Anyways. I like how we're just having a small science class in the middle of heroes. It's different than our food discussions. Hook not connecting onto the Li Ming. Diablo with some fire stomps out he is going to be going that fire stomp build, so building up some souls from that. 69 souls currently. That laugh right there signifies the boss is on the map as we are 5 minutes into the game. Haunting Wave from Sylvanas. He keep coming in. Jet Propulsion connecting onto the Diablo. Concussion Mine is not going to work out. I think there was a little bit of repositioning that didn't allow him to be able to get out, or for it to connect, but either way, he couldn't get out because of the great body blocking coming through from the gillyShark Bingo Night members, and that'll be another kill onto Diablo as a single altar phase pops up at the bottom of our map. Special Potassium is my 37th favorite cereal. 37th! Wow, that's a high power ranking. The booty Basil. Well, 10 talent tier is going to be coming through in just a second, so let's go ahead and cycle through the other numbers as always. Another hook to go out, not connecting, but still the threat looms for the side of under Newb management. Dahaka brush shocking in from the boss area. A little bit of, ooh, wait, hold on. Fizz going in. There's a cleanse from Rhaegar. Concussion Mine comes through. There's a huge Jet Propulsion from Lazy Hydra, stunning a few of the enemy heroes. A lot of low red members as that's an E-Keep in the back line getting the Lucio. Jet Propulsion. Oh no, that was the, I heard Jet Propulsion. I saw the Rhaegar jump either way. Dahaka looks like it is a bot for a second here. Unfortunately, actually the Dahaka bot is going to work out just fine for now. Fizz getting knocked back with a Concussion Mine. Zeratul going in, trying to get the kill, and Zeratul does go down. Big Riptire comes out. Diablo Souls reset. Silver trying to get away, but Stark's got the frag, launcher grenades, and Ancestral into Lazy Hydra. Haunting Wave might be thrown for one interrupt, but it doesn't seem like that'll be the case. And 4 more shots into the core of under Newb management. Hey, Jimmy, what's up, bud? I asked him to tell me the formula of nitrogen monoxide, but he said no. That was clever. I like that. That's one of them science jokes for all of you kids. Well, either way, 6-3 in kills. Gorge onto the Dahaka. Is this killable? There's the burrow. Nice hook to interrupt the burrow. That's what I was wondering. Still, tower shots. 1 auto should be enough here. Excuse me, it was 2 autos. My apologies. Look at this. I'm watching Zeratul E-Keep right now, looking for some sort of flank into the Sylvanas and the Lucio. Fire Stomp from Diablo does scat out. Hook goes out. Diablo is the target. Riptire from Junkrat. Soul's Shield will be procced. Will expire. Riptire just kind of floating around over here. Might be thrown onto the wave in the end just to get the quick clear. A little bit of structural damage. Another hook. A Concussion Mine will be avoided by the Shadow Charge. Cleanse from the Lucio with the high 5. I asked him to tell me the chemical symbol of sodium, but he said, nah. So Friday is Chemistry Facts Day? Ah, we could do that. Hook onto the Diablo. There was that a high 5 cleanse, I think, onto him? Zeratul does get the center channel. We do move into a singular altar area for now. Zeratul getting a good cleave into the backline. Bunker has come down from Blaze. And you have a 13 talent tier advantage to the side of gillyShark at Bingo Night, as well as that extended hook range. Stark gets the channel, and things are looking okay for this time for the gillyShark at Bingo Night members, as no boss has been taken, but it's 36-20 in core HP. And I say things look alright, but that's really kind of it's not something that's true for the map like Towers of Doom. Towers of Doom feels like it can flip so very quickly. Like one singular alter phase could change things, but also a singular hook could do that. A singular strike could even do that. Gets another advanced education one Friday at a time. Yeah. I hate how Hook keeps the target moving even if they're unstoppable while hooked. Yeah, that is actually a little confusing, to be honest. You'd think that it would stop it at the high 5 point. You'd think, but I guess just that's the way she goes. Fizzed should go down right here. Might live a little bit longer because that one Fire Stomp getting a couple hundred HP, but the double cleave from Zeratul with the Might of the Nerazim reset is going to solidify that kill. Actually, Kaimo Tripson will steal away that kill. Lens is so weird. I get flip-flopped by Diablo today through high 5. Oh, I mean, literally last night during Storm League, Warak was trying to high 5 people, and like the time he like, it was like there's a weird high 5 time with ETC Mosh Pit, but he was like already like high 5ing before Mosh happened. It was super weird. It was super weird how it worked out. Anyways, singular altar. Maybe a singular strike. Well, I guess it'd be 4 shots, but you know what I mean. We're just making more and more Darkest Dungeon references today.
The altars have risen. Activate them.
I think it's I think that one works similar. If you get unstoppable after the animation's already started, it'll finish. It's so weird. It's so weird on the timing of those things. Riptire from the Junkrat. Wailing Arrow from Sylvanas will be coming through. We do have a bunker down from the Blaze once again, as Sneaky Glades will back away. Diablo getting the Shadow Charge onto a minion to back away, getting that Fire Stomp out as well. Lightning Breath will be coming through. Hydra tries to get in the bunker, but the Terran will go down, and that's a double kill to the side of Oh, wait, hold on. Hook. Any Gorge? Concussion Mine? A lot of damage. Lucio comes through with some high fives. That is going to be Dahaka with the channel. Lucio does go down. Fizz still looking for more kills. Sneaky Glade's trying to help out. Another hook out, this time onto Silver. Tries to avoid the steel trap, able to get the blink away. Fizz very low. Concussion Mine won't be triggered. Good slam with the level 16. I think it's the Pulverize right there with the 70% slow. And this Diablo just keeps living. If he gets a fire, nice bite on the butt, resets those souls. Good back and forth. gillyShark, I believe, trading overall in that fight, as it is going to be, yeah, Lucio, Diablo going down, Blaze, and Zeratul on the opposing side.
I have opened a tunnel near our core that leads to the battleground center. Use it well.
What? I mean, I knew I could do that.
If you get stabbed by a Trident, is it 1 strike or 3? It's a singular strike with a triple piercing. I guess if you want to like get to like, I guess if you look at it like in like D&D terms, like it'd be a single attack with like 3 prongs, so like 3 points of damage. So it'd be like 3d4. Because you'd make 1 attack roll, and then if you land, you'd roll like 3d4 or something. That's at least the rules I would make if I was creating a Trident in D&D. What a weird rabbit hole we're jumping down today. Triple Altar Phase. This could be beneficial for the side of gillyShark at Bingo Night, or this could be the way that under Newb Management, I keep wanting to say Unleashed Academy. Under Newb Management will be, maybe they can roll back into this game. I don't think they'll get all 12, but, or all 3, which would be 12 shots. Hook into the steel trap. That's going to be a Gorge. Another steel trap right in front. It's a little misplacement from the stitches, but the Chattering's Teeth still come through, connecting onto I Just Fizzed. Another hook will go onto I Just Fizz. Uses the minion to Shadow Charge away. Sneaky Glade able to get through with some Haunting Waves. We have Zeratul. E-Keep will go down. Wailing Arrow from Sylvanas. And the Fiesta's out from Diablo as he's cooking up the enemy team. We do have Silver going for the channel, Dahaka going for the channel on the left-hand side, Blaze to get the right. A little weird between the 2 solo laners, but it is what it is. Sylvanas gonna try and burn down this tower, but the shots have already been channeled. It'll be 8 into the core of gillyShark at Bingo Night, 4 into the core of Under Newb Management. I made a D&D statement to see how many people would start just being like, well, actually, Bahamut. Schumann getting low, tries to slam and back away, but doesn't work out. Stitches does go down. And I was talking about things starting to move momentum-wise, and it's looking like that right now for the side of under Newb management. They're going to be able to find a couple kills. They're rolling closer to 20 than the side of gillyShark at Bingo Night. Maybe they can feed these sappers in through the bottom. That's not how physics works. More points means less penetration. Huh? If I stab you with one knife, and if I stab you with two knives, I think that's more penetration. Actually, Baha, not even listening to me. Not even listening to me. Didn't even listen to the words I said. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? If you lay in a bed of nails, do you receive 100 strikes? If there's 100 nails and your body covers them, yeah. How many Kaimo cleanses in this game? I don't know. Well, the Kaimo cleanse is referred to specifically for Anduin. There's no Anduin in this game, so.
The time is now, heroes.
Man, nobody has the worst. I want to rewatch all the Rush Hour movies, man. I think that's next on my binge list of movies to rewatch. Hook not going to connect onto an enemy. Zeratul trying to back away to see if true invisibility. Oh, he had it, I think, for a second there. Blinks away. Drag doesn't connect. That'll be Might of the Nerazine used to get that extra blink. Rhaegar Kaimo pushing up the top lane as the channel comes through. I believe that was from Junkrat. 3 shots into the enemy core. 19-13 in core HP between these two teams here in our first best of 3 of the day in the Nexus division. Stabbing me with 2 knives you are holding in the same hand will almost certainly do less damage than stabbing me with a knife. I would disagree. So Wolverine is overrated? I mean, fighting Magneto he is. I'm gonna fight Magneto. But Wolverine, your body's made of metal. I don't care. Ah, my body! Just every time. Pyromania popped by the Blaze. He'll also drop down that bunker. Ekib looking for a flank. The danger ping is there. I think the enemy does know that he's floating around ahead. Yes, or above, excuse me. Sneaky gonna throw out the Haunting Wave to try and get the reveal. That's a hook. That's a steel trap. That's a concussion mine. And Diablo's souls will be reset. 2 seconds on his death timer as that's a Haunting Wave out. Gets the dismount onto Hydra. Hook out onto... I think Lucio would have been hooked if he didn't go for that high five onto AJ, which is really good. Sorry, not AJ, excuse me, AG. Or Silver. Freddy Krueger disproves this theory. See, there you go! Edward, not that dangerous hands. God dang it. Huge repulsion from the Li Ming. That's the level 20 upgrade. Drag from Dahaka as there's just so much damage onto Schumann. He tries to live, but Alan by default comes in with the high five and the damage that will be Ekib in the backline killing the Sylvanas. We have a single altar in the bottom. Will gillyShark at Bingo Night be able to get this? Jet propulsion from Blaze. Diablo 39 souls. He's got that Fire Stomp, remember. He can build up those souls on the returning flames if they pass through enemies. Keep getting threatening damage onto Diablo. Does pop his soul shield from level 1. And Silver will take a bit of damage. Gonna maybe step in for the stall, but it doesn't work out. Sloth actually burned the burrow for that one. That is the Li Ming to go down. Concussion mine out from the Junkrat, setting that up right there for the Zeratul. We do have a bunker as well. Diablo gonna try and fight fire with fire as Kaimo comes in with the bite on the butt. No souls to reset Diablo this time, as we do continue to have pressure on to the Dahaka, who does go down. Alone Allen will skate around. Now, is this the boss call? Is this the moment that they go boss? Seems like we have 2 members pushing onto bottom. Blaze, Junkrat splitting, so no boss call at this time. I like how we're getting into the nitty-gritty of just of multi-pointed weapons. Oh god. Oh, you know what we should do? You know what we should do for Friday facts is we should do like D&D facts, like random D&D facts. I'm sure there's a ton out there. That'd be fun. Stabbing science is important. I'm sure it is. I am very sure it is. Dual wielding, yeah. Look, in Dark Souls, if your strength stats are, your strength and dex is good enough, you can dual wield weapons. Anyways. Sappers in top lane, looks like they're gonna give these over because gillyShark at Bingo Night, they are committed for this altar phase. And the altar phase would win the game, excuse me, for gillyShark at Bingo Night. E-Keep has true invisibility right there. Sorry. A little frog in my throat. It is Wednesday. Hook on to Sneaky, pops the Will of Forsaken, trying to back away, throws the Haunting Wave, gets back over to the allied side, but there's E-Keep trying to get the damage in as well. Hook onto the Dahaka does go through. Stark looking for the channel. Stops to throw out some more frag launcher grenades. Splits the Dahaka, or the Diablo. That will be the Ancestral with the Farseer's Blessing. That third health bar for Kaimo comes through. Bunker comes out from the Blaze, that fortified bunker for the extra armor, as there's an Isolation Contagion potential at level 20. No, it's actually going to be the upgrade on the Brushstock. Looks like gillyShark at Bingo Night. They might not go in further. Oh, big cleaves coming in from E-Keeb. Riptire, extra oomph? No, it's cannonballs. Stark gets chunked heavily right there. Repulsion tries to get the kill from Li Ming. Schumann with the channel. AJ going in. There's going to be the big cleave play onto that. Lucio. Zloth is going to be brush-talking into the back line. Zeratul has the mark. I think this is going to be one dead Dahaka. And that is going to be Li Ming falling at some point. I didn't even see that. Sneaky. One slam will get the kill. Or a hook, and Stark has the channel. That is map number 1 over the side of gillyShark at Bingo Night. A fantastic back and forth here in our first match in the Nexus division. All right. Which team gets the first boss? Neither. So I delete the bet, and everyone gets their channel points back because I forgot to add a third option. No, I forgot to add a third option, so everyone gets their points back. That's my bad. I forgot to do the third option. So, I just delete the prediction. That's my bad. We're not exactly proud of Gary's questionable stances. Isn't that isn't that like the author of like Ender's Game or something like that? Like, doesn't he have some like horrible stances, but he has some like really, really good books or something like that? gillyShark hitting them like a bed of nails. Yeah, they came in like a wrecking nail. Who the hell voted for Toho Project? Who in the hell voted for Toho Project? Goddamn kids these days. Yeah, Orson Scott Card. Yeah. Like, didn't you like write like some like Ender's Game was like a fantastic, like such a great story. The movie is not very good. It's just the movie skips over some like really cool critical development of the actual characters. But yeah, I would definitely recommend Ender's Game. What movie? It never happened. Yeah, I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. It's like, do you guys remember the movie Sahara with Matthew McConaughey? Sahara is based off of the, oh shoot, what's his name? God dang it. It's actually one of my favorite authors for like espionage type stuff. What is it? Book. Clive Cussler. Clive Cussler makes some amazing books, like the Dirk Pitt series from Clive Cussler's so good. It's so good. And the Sahara movie is such garbage. Like, the casting was all right. It's just what they took from the book and what they put in the movie. So, I mean, it's a 2004 movie. Spoilers. Like, in the movie, they stumble upon this old World War II, like, steamship. And, like, there's a bunch of gold and stuff and blah, 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 blah. Which is, like, cool. But they're literally supposed to find, like, the decomposed body of, like, Abraham Lincoln or something like that. Like, there's, like, this, like, crazy, like, there's some, like, really crazy revelations that they just skip over. And it's not like it would have been hard to do. Because that was part of it. Like, that was, like, part of, like, the whole thing. Is, like, there's this ship that went missing, and, like, it's part of the storyline, and it's just all this interesting stuff, and they just skipped it. I understand why the movie didn't do that as well. The book is based on a psychotic... Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, getting... there's documentaries out there about, like, the Motion Picture Association and stuff like that, and how they rate movies, and like, yeah, absolutely. It's getting through ratings as well, because back then, you make an R-rated movie, like, nobody goes to see it. Nowadays, like, the R-rated movies are, like, the ratings, I feel like, at least for a lot of people, is just, like, kind of overlooked. Like, I don't really look at a rating of a movie most of the time. Unless I'm like, is this a kid's movie? Like, am I just dumb? Alright, let's load up map number 2. I like the speaker more, but they are both good. Shame about the author. You read the first book and didn't go further. It's always a kid's movie. I remember watching Mortal Kombat Legacy on HBO Max. It was like Mortal Kombat Legacy, like Battle for the Realms or something like that. It's like the continuation of after the Scorpio movie, but I watched them in the wrong order. I didn't realize. And I remember, like, I got like 5-6 minutes into the movie, and I was like, is this a kids movie? Like, did they make Mortal Kombat for kids? And then literally, like, someone's, like, head gets ripped off, and I'm like, oh, okay, no, it's not. Like, it was just, like, like, I was like, did they make Mortal Kombat for kids? Mortal Kombat, good games, awful movies. Ektar, I would slightly disagree with you. Slightly disagree with you. I think the 1995 movie is a gem. There's some issues, absolutely, but I think the 1995 Mortal Kombat movie's great. Annihilation's dog trash. The two animated movies they did on HBO Max, those are really good in my opinion. There's like it's Mortal Kombat like Scorpio's Revenge, and then there's like Mortal Kombat like Battle for the Realms. And the animation's pretty good, the storyline's pretty good. Like, there's some cheesy stuff, but like you get to learn like Scorpio's past and like the rivalry of him and Sub-Zero and stuff, and there's like a lot of really good cool and lore in there. So you're entitled to your opinion. I'm about to entitle myself to taking away your mod ship. Wait, hold on. Are you making a judgment without seeing it? Have you seen those animated movies, Ektar? Have you? Have you seen them? That's like me saying, Game of Thrones is trash, but I've never seen an episode. Well, the internet says it's bad, so I should just follow what the internet says instead of making my own opinions. I look back at Mortal Kombat with nostalgia glasses and never watch again. I like the 95 movie. I like watching it. Like, I think the Street Fighter movie's fun too. I think it's a good time. Let's see. What do we have here? What map are we on? Infernal? Alright. How many level 1 stacks for Vala? 1 to 100. 101 to 200. Or 201 to 300. Because Vala's going to go auto attack at level 1. The lack of Hadoukens in the Street Fighter movies always upset me. That's understandable, but also keep in mind during the time of what they could do with like CGI and stuff. Like, keep that in mind too. I mean, the Mario Bros. Movie in the 80s was a prophetic masterpiece. I have to say this. I was going to watch the Mario Bros. Movie on my day off, and I was like, oh, if it's on Amazon, I'll pay a couple bucks for it, whatever. It's literally nowhere on the internet to watch. You can't watch it off of YouTube. You can't watch it off of Amazon. You can't watch it off of, like, anywhere. It's nowhere. It's nowhere on the internet. You have to go buy it. You have to go buy a physical copy of it. So I bought one, because it was $4 on Amazon. I'm like, this is a worthy purchase. Hey, Bahamut, do you know when the second NA qualifier for the Miami takes place? Yes, I do, DJ. It's this Saturday and Sunday. So the 10th and 11th is the second qualifier. I'll be casting. I'm sure a lot of other people will be casting as well. The qualifier starts at 11 a.m. PDT, 2 o'clock EDT, 20 CEST. The third qualifier for NA will be happening on the 17th and 18th. I will also be casting those, as well as many others, at the same time as mentioned before. You have a VHS of it, but I bet it would sell for a lot. Mortal Kombat movies get big points for fan service. Street Fighter had so little resemblance to the games. I mean, do you guys remember what Baraka looks like? Not Baraka? Yeah, Baraka, right? he's just like spray painted green. Okay, all right, we got a gamble for this one. Let's go ahead and introduce the teams, and we'll start our gamble. Let's get into the game. We'll continue talking about nostalgia movies while we do this as well. Welcome into the Nexus Gaming Series Nexus Division matchup of gillyShark of Bingo Night versus Under Newb Management. We're here in Infernal Shrines, map number 2 in our best of 3, with gillyShark of Bingo Night leading with a Muradin, played by Lazy Hydra, Kaimo on the Alex Strauss, the Stark on the Mephisto, Schumann on the Leoric, and Ekib on the Hanzo. Over on the side of Under Newb Management, we've got AG Silver AG, or Silver, Alan by default on the Stukov, Zloth on the Dahaka, Chromie to be played by Sneaky Glades, and I Just Fizzed on the Joanna. Now, Vala, as you can see, is going to be going into Creed of the Hunter at level 1. How many stacks will she have by the end of the game? Now, we have 3 predictions. Basically, 1 to 100, 101 to 200, or 201 to 300. Get your gambles in, and get your... Well, enjoy the game. Blanca. Thank you, Blanca. Baraka is one from Wolverine Origin. My apologies. Thank you. I knew I said it, and I was like, that's not right. Anyways, a little bit of a scuffle to start. A lot of damage onto Ekib on the left-hand side. That lurking arm with the level 1 low blow is getting tons of value early on, almost getting the kill. Now, we are seeing a Alex Straza Mephisto. This is something we saw gillyShark at Bingo Night run a long time ago, when Alex Strauss actually had the reduction on the Circle of Life of how many regeneration globes she needs. This also pairs well with the Mephisto. You have Spite at level 4 and Hysteria at level 13, synergistic together because of regeneration globe value with the level 1 from Alex Strauss. You basically, the Spite gives you cooldown reduction on your base abilities when you pick up regeneration globe. It also, I believe, increases the duration of the value of said regeneration globe. And then the level 13, the Hysteria, reduces your heroic cooldown. That one actually might be the one that increases the duration. We'll see in a little bit. That's my expectation for the talents here. We have seen gillyShark at Bingo Night run this in the past, but we'll have to see if it actually is going to be that case, as the camp will be invaded. I'm very surprised by this. Leoric's still in the top lane, trying to get that continued soak for his ally friends, and Hanzo will be going into Q build. We'll see how he finishes builds this out. Will he be going for the Dragon Hungers, the Flawless Technique, or will we see piercing arrows like we often do? Now I'm excited to watch my Mario Bros. Movie. I think that's after my family leaves, that's gonna be my day. I'm gonna eat some pizza and watch the Mario Bros. Movie. And then you know what? I might as well play GoldenEye. Anyways. I mean, GoldenEye's kind of the same thing. It's like, you go back and play it, it's like, ooh, this is a lot different than I remember. Still a good game, though. That's going to be a double kill. Nice shield glare from the Joanna. Double kill for the side of Under Newb Management, who will get heavy siege to the bottom lane. Despite CDR and globe duration, Asteria's ult cooldown and sustain from using ult. Ah. Increased regeneration globe healing duration by 150%, and then you have the cooldown reduction on Lord of Hatred basic abilities by 1 second. So there we are. Good to see Grits as well. Sorry if I didn't say hi to you earlier. Game of the year. There was like a Steam GoldenEye thing at one point. I think that I'm assuming it got removed or something like that. I don't think it still exists. This was ages ago. This was like very early days of Steam when they had like a few. The Steam store was nothing what it was today, where it was like a couple Valve products and maybe like a mod or two here and there off of Gary's mod. They remade it for the Wii? They remade GoldenEye for the Wii? Where was I? Dahaka bottom lane is going to continue to push up the wave. Impaler camp getting value. Level 7 here, and this is our first objective phase of the game. 45 stacks currently for the Vala as well. I remember like a lot of GoldenEye, but also a lot of Nightfire. A lot of Nightfire on the GameCube. That was a very, very fun one. Dahaka does get quite a bit of value in this bottom lane. He's still just kind of floating around. 50 seconds on the camp. Alexstrasza getting globes in mid with the Mephisto, excuse me, trying to finish up that level 1. And here's the Arcane Punisher. The assumption is Lazy Hydra throws the Stormbolt, and the Punisher jumps onto him. There it is. Big silence out from the Stukov as well. The Alexstrasza does get into the Dragon Queen form, going full Circle of Life build here. Or excuse me, the Abundance build. I always flip those two. Start getting very low, trying to back away, and the Mephisto will go down to the Joanna. That's the 4th kill over to the side of under Newb management as they continue their siege through the top lane, trying to work down this fort. The Orc in bottom lane soaking up. We do have Dahaka in mid as well. And things are looking good for the side of under Newb management here in map number 2. Nightfire was so good. Oh my god, Nightfire was such a blast of a game. I don't know that I didn't hear from that other person, so I don't know if I answered their question. I hope I did. Someone asked about the qualifier games, and hopefully they got the answer they were looking for. Oh, wait, 1 second. Snooze. We're out. Trying to make sure you guys don't get ads in the middle of a game. So 10 talent here, way ahead for the side of Underdew management by a solid level and a half. And next Punisher will be frozen in the mid lane. Leoric goes down. Alexstrasza does finish her level 1, so she's got those regeneration globes popping up. What was the follow-up non-Bond game from GoldenEye that was kind of a flop? I can't remember. Oh my god, there were so many games like that. I actually don't know. Are you talking for like N64?
Red team has destroyed a fort.
Because even then, like N64 had so many dang games, man. I mean, there was like Perfect Dark, but like Perfect Dark was pretty good from my understanding, from what I remember. I thought Perfect Dark did well. I thought there was like a lot of nostalgia around that. I have a vague memory of that, my buddy. It wasn't GoldenEye though. Well, obviously, it's Perfect Dark. Of course it's not GoldenEye. Donkey Kong Country 64 isn't GoldenEye. There were a couple Perfect Dark games. Yeah, maybe I played the one on N64 or something, or GameCube, excuse me. I have a vague memory of one of them. But you know what always holds up? Not N64, but it's GameCube. Time Splitters. Time Splitters was such a great series. Oh, okay, cool. Thank you, DJ. Well, I wasn't sure. Nope, I'm Google. Just because I said cool 3 times does not mean I want your help. Sorry. The Google Like, the Google Assistant's like, oh, do you need something? It's like, no, I didn't say anything. Perfect Dark was hard but good. Is Anor Londo GoldenEye? Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, I'd definitely say so. There's that one Aztec level that's totally like Anor Londo. We continue to have the pressure mounting in favor for the side of under new management as they have entered into level 13. This is gillyShark and Bingo Knight trying to make something happen here, but it's the big turnaround. The Alexstrasza Lifebinder won't come through in time, and Vala does go down. Stukov to be traded in all of this. Temporal Loop onto the Mephisto. Isolation on him as well, and that will be a 3 for 2. And the assumption is that this objective does go over to the side of under new management. GoldenEye was like the first memory I have of achievements. I mean, like, there were secrets in GoldenEye, but there were also secrets in like Diddy Kong Racing and stuff. And there was a lot of N64 games where there was like hidden secrets within it and stuff like that, and like little objectives to do. Tomb from Leoric won't connect right there. Still creates a little bit of terrain, and it's actually gillyShark and Bingo Knight who do sustain through this and will get the objective. Leoric will fall. Durance of Fate from the Mephisto. Time Trap from the Chromie actually mitigates that. Jump back from the Punisher onto a couple enemies, but the healing is good from the Stukov. Fizz getting a little bit low. Hanzo wants the scatter, and Silver steps up. That forces Hanzo to get the agility away. Mephisto jumping in. Temporal Loop onto Lazy Hydra. Avatar was used. Blessed Shield from the Joanna. Iron Skin will be popped. Hanzo does rip that massive arrow. Sloth getting low. Does go down to the Hanzo. Members of gillyShark of Bingo Knight starting to rally here as a big lurking arm almost takes down Stark on the Mephisto as Leoric clears out top. Turok Rage. I didn't play much Turok. I did not play much Turok. I remember my brother and his friends definitely did. I remember watching, like, him and my cousin play that a little bit. I remember watching them play, like, Twisted Metal on PlayStation 1. What a wild game back then. And then you go back to it, you're like, holy crap, does this not... This is, okay. A lot of nostalgia, What's up, Kalis? How you doing, bud? Good to see you, friend. We're talking about old N64 games while we're casting today. First it was science. Then I yelled at Ektar for insulting my opinion of Mortal Kombat movies. Baha, the 5'9" goat. Yeah, exactly. 69 inches. Conker's Bad Fur Day. I never played that one. There's a lot of people love Conker's Bad Fur Day. Never played that one. Oh, yeah, we were getting into stabbing science. Yeah, the science of stabbing. If you get stabbed with a trident, is it less effective than getting stabbed with a knife? I personally would say no. A lot more organs get hit with a trident. A lot more critical damage. Wasn't there like let's, if you want to talk about old games as well, Rampage. I mean, Rampage is just, that's just such, that one I lost hours playing. Soft Siege in through the mid lane. Soft because there's really no hard commitment getting underneath the tower, just poking with some ranged abilities with like Chromie. Stormbolt from Murden does connect. Fizz getting the healing pathogen, spreading that around as much as possible. We also do have the Super Strain from the Stukov. Does anyone remember Bubsy? I remember it. Haven't had any console before the Switch, so I really can't say anything about N64 games. Oh! How dare you?
Ready. A shrine gathers power. You will take it for me.
Trying to think of the other ones that I had. But yeah, no, Rampage. Oh my god, Rampage. Spent so much time in Rampage. And then, like, Gauntlet. There was Gauntlet for the N64, which was the old arcade game. Oh god, that was so much fun. Camp will be invaded. Big arrow from Hanzo. Lifebinder not connecting in time. Kaimo Tripson trying to get the heal out. Stark has a whole bar of healing over time, but it won't be healing immediately. Really good Entomb onto Fizz, who's trying to caught, but it isn't going to be enough to stop that double kill from happening. And the next objective phase is up. This is going to be 141 stacks currently for the Vala. As a kid, I didn't have any money to buy a console. Oh, I didn't either. I had friends that had consoles, and my brother had friends that had consoles. Maybe like we got a couple of them for like Christmas, but it was like for my brother and I. Like we had to share it. So like we had an N64. My brother bought his own PlayStation 2, if I'm not mistaken. My brother and I split a Dreamcast at one point. GameCube I think I got for Christmas like years after my friends got theirs. Like at least like a year or two after my friends got their own GameCube. I didn't have a PlayStation 3. I never had an Xbox. I got a Wii U for Christmas one year. That was way older. That was actually a gift from my brother. And then Switch I bought myself, and PlayStation 4 I bought myself, and then PC obviously. You know, I built those and bought them myself. Well, double kill into gillyShark at Bingo Night as the continued siege through bottom lane with the Punisher is opening things up. This actually could be game ending. Decent death timers on the Mephisto and the Muradin. Punisher will take down the keep right there. Some healing on that as well, okay. I'll be in your cult, ISO. I'll be in your cult. Alrighty. That is going to be map number 1 going over to the side of, or excuse me, map number 2 going over the side of under Newb management. GG. I'm already in? Nice. You should add Nancy into your cult, ISO. Your first console was a Genesis, which my sister and I saved up money to buy. And then it was a PS, PS2, etc. My brother had Genesis, actually. My brother had a Genesis. We also had the Sega, thing, the Sega, like Sega CD or whatever it was. We also had one of those. I vaguely remember having that for a little bit. But those are my brother got those. I think my brother got those. Those are definitely not mine. We obviously had a PlayStation, but that was my brother's as well. Like that was like, I think he got that for like Christmas or something like that, or his birthday. I can't remember. Nancy is now in the cult. Hell yeah, brother. Sega CD, then Sega Saturn. Yeah, I remember because the only reason I remember having the Sega CD is because we, you know those, like Time Cop, where you, like in the arcade where it had like the pedal where you can like duck below things. I remember we went to Blockbuster and we rented that it wasn't Time Cop, but it was like Time Cop-esque, where there was like a hide button and then like a shoot, and then like you let go of it and then you pop back up and then you can kind of like shoot and stuff like that. Your first was an NES, then a PlayStation. My two best friends had Super NESs. I don't think my brother and I had one. I don't think we did. I think his buddy had one, and they played Zelda on it all the time. Yeah, Steve had one. My brother's friend had one, but I don't think my brother had a Super NES. Or even an NES. All right, map number 2 in our first best, or map number 3. God, I cannot talk today. I should just go get that other cup of tea now. Thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. You had Game Boys? Oh, I had Game Boy. Yeah, I had a Game Boy. I had the clear Game Boy. I had the big Game Boy that was like yay big, and it was like clear see-through. And then I had my Game Boy Color, I think is actually right. Like I found my Game Boy Color when I was moving. I had a Game Boy SP, I think it was, the one that like folded in half. I think it was the Game Boy SP. But yeah, that was it. Was it the Game Boy SP? Pet the Dog? Okay, I can do that. Yeah, it was the Game Boy SP. It was the Game Boy SP. Because wasn't it Game Boy SP was like wasn't that one of the first ones that had backlighting? Because the Game Boy Color didn't have backlighting, did it? And the original didn't have backlighting. Didn't Game Boy SP? Because didn't have a dimmer on the side for Game Boy SP, so you could play it in the dark. All right, I have some Bandit Pets. Okay. It did have backlighting, okay. Alright, I'm gonna get a cup of tea, I'll be right back. It's just sitting in the kitchen. Oh. Yeah, same porcupine. My little Heiji. Advanced had not light, but the SP folded and had a backlight. Yeah. Anyone have those cords to connect Game Boys and the GameCube? A lot of Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicle multiplayers with those. Grits, exactly. I know exactly what you're talking about. I remember that so much too. Man. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. They made it for Switch. It was kinda meh. The nostalgia, like, it was good, but like the nostalgia for it, like, absolutely just like fell off so quickly. It was alright, but it definitely nostalgia fell off. Alright, let's get into map number 3 and our first best of 3 of the day. Let's see if we can make a fun little bet. Let's do, oh, how many level 1 stacks for Vala? She had 150 something. There we are. Start prediction. How many level 1 stacks for Falstad? It's Boomerang, so, or Gathering Storm, so 100 or more, 99 or less. Let's do that. We'll do that. Alrighty. I hope you all ready for the map. Let's go ahead and jump on in. I'll introduce the teams and all that good stuff. As we have gillyShark at Bingo Night on the left-hand side in the Nexus Division matchup. We have Chess Leader on the Bright Wing. We've got Schumann on the Abathur, Stark on the Samuro, Lazy Hydra on the Tyrael, and Ekib on the Greymane. Over on the side of Under Newb Management, we are going to be having Zloth on the Dahaka, I just fizzed on the Muradin, Junkrat to be played by Sneaky Glades, Alan by default on the Stukov, and Silver on the Falstad. Now, as I said, there is going to be a prediction, so let's get that going right here. And that prediction is going to be how many level 1 stacks for Falstad. He's going Gathering Storm. This is an uncapped quest. He does get a chunk of extra damage at 30 stacks, but we will talk about that later on as we have our first engagement through mid. And you have still like a minute and a half to get your gambles in if you'd like to participate in the gamble. Samuro Stark up in the top lane, Greymane Ekib in the bottom already. We have a little bit of just poke out through the mid. Silver looking for a stack or two off of Chess and Hydra, but it's not going to happen. Samuro going to throw a couple of his clones down into mid, scouts out, put a little pressure. He did go into Way of the Blades. That's going to be the armor reduction. What is this cowardice betting? What is this cowardice betting, chat? Come on now. Ooh, that tea did not steep long enough. Okay. That's very watery tea. There we go. 50 to 7,500. That's what I like to see. I mean, that's some good odds for the believers. Oh yeah, I played healer. I was a little surprised when I was introducing the teams to see that, to be honest. Junkrat comes through with a lot of damage. Chess Leader does pop the Soothing Mist. Stark is going to be coming in here with the Samuro. Gets hit with the Steel Trap now. Samuro jumping in. There is going to be a Concussion Mine underneath all of these. Lazy Hydra putting some pressure onto Sneaky. Sneaky trying to back away. Concussion Mine will be triggered. Another one coming through. 100 HP onto Sneaky. Murden with a couple hundred HP as well. Allen by default will go down, running into the mine. But Lazy Hydra, does he have the sustained chase? Any Eldruin's Might's got the speed. Eldruin's Might to maybe close the distance? No. Either way, still, Camp will go over to the side of under Newb management. I might have actually missaw that earlier. Might have even misspoken and said it went to gillyShark and Bigger Knight. But either way, a Polymorph Squirrel will clear the wave. We have 0 stacks. We actually just now are seeing the first 4 stacks for silver coming through. Level 4 will be here in a moment. We're going to see some camps to be grabbed on both sides. Announcement of our first objective in the bottom of the map will be coming through in around 10 seconds. Alright, good clear into bottom. Ooh, wait. Nah. Okay. Oh, let's see. We also going to see Mirage, which is going to be the spell armor. Drag from Dahaka connecting into Tyrael. He's fine. Gets the Abathur hat. Announcement of objective, as I mentioned. We still have Siege Giants just now getting into top lane. Abathur trying to put pressure onto the Falstad. Or at least, not even pressure, just trying to keep the wave sustained a little bit longer, keeping Falstad from clearing the Siege Giants any faster. But another wave will come through. Silver get poked down a little bit, forced to tap well. Objective phase is up. We'll see who's able to grab this. We do have, weirdly enough, we actually have experience leading in favor for the side of under Newb management, even with the kill over the side of gillyShark and Bingo Knight. But that might just be a little, that might be actually not true, as I see that it's closing in. Oh, Stark almost had the channel. The grenade will come out, stall once. Tyrael jumps back to eat the grenade, but Samuro will cancel. Falstad flies in. Concussion Mine underneath. There's going to be a Lightning Rod onto the Tyrael, who gets the phase shift in time. Concussion Mine still not triggered. Ekeeb poking out, has the Inner Beast active, trying to keep that up and going on the minion wave or enemy heroes here and there. There's a drag from Dahaka connecting onto the Greymane and the Lurking Arm as well. Falstad finds the kill. First blood for the side of under Newb management. 1-to-1 in kills in total, as they, our red team, will get the first channel on the first curse point. All right. Siege will continue through the bottom lane in favor for the side of under Newb management. I'm waiting. Oh, ooh, actually the phase shift comes through. I thought the Lazy Hydra was going to fall right at the end of that, but no. Aegis Fizz gets the Dwarf Toss out, has those block stacks from level 1 and the Heavy Impact from level 7. Go into the Reverberation at level 4 as well. We do have that Biotic Armor for the Stukov at level 4 as well. Drag for the Dahaka, the Feeding Frenzy. Cooldown reduction on that one. Also increases the drag duration by 0.5, which if I'm not mistaken takes the drag duration from 1.75 to 2.25 total seconds. Actually double check that really quickly so we do have the math right on it. Yes, it is. Alrighty, another objective phase to come up. Let's cycle through the other numbers, as we always do. Silver currently on 12 stacks on the Falstad. Nice Razor Swipe clears out the rest of the minion wave, and it seems like gillyShark and Bingo Knight will give this away. The positioning is just favoring the side of under Newb management, as well as the fact that gillyShark and Bingo Knight, they need to close the small gap that is starting to form in experience. Falstad poking out onto the boss, scouting out for the allied side. Now, Samuro will throw clones. You can see that Stark, the clones do scout out things really quickly, want to just kind of swap visions. Dahaka showing mid, Falstad showing mid. Stark will rotate in and help his allies out. And this should be a trade onto the bosses for top and bottom, respectively. Dahaka soak. Let's see, what do we have for 10s? Riptire, Flailing Swipes, Murden with the Avatar. Falstead assumed Gust, and Dahaka assumed Isolation. We have been seeing some adaptation to Dahaka's here and there, but it is going to be that that Isolation. I was going to say, there's no way we see a Hinterland's Blast. Silver might have to burn the Gust just to get rid of the enemy. Throws back one, hammering, getting a stack or two. As the bottom lane fort will fall, top lane fort to be traded. Next tribute is big for the side of under Newb management.
Red team has
But they can give one away, actually. Like, under Newb management can totally give this away. The positioning is favoring gillyShark at Bingo Night. And are these pings to go to the camp from gillyShark? I think Samuro might go check. It doesn't look like it. Couple members to finish out the boss in the bottom lane. One of the keep towers almost goes down right there. Actually, it might go down to the minion wave right here, depending on the split. And yes, under Newb management will give away this channel, but that's fine. They're really not threatened. It's not like there's a curse or it's anywhere close for a curse for gillyShark at Bingo Night. So, the assumed spot, I think is it top center? Did I do my caster math right? No, it's bottom right. I didn't do my math right at all. All right, another curse point to come up. Could be curse for the side of under Newb management. Positionally, it is good for our red team as it is on their side of the map, but there is no bottom lane fort to retreat to. There is the mid lane to go tap well if they do need it, but that's a bit of a rotation out of the team fight. We'll see how things work out as Brightwing will move into top lane, clearing out the wave. Assuming she's got the phase shift available. Yes, she does. So let's go ahead and see what does happen here around the objective. No 13 talent for either side. Greymane still clearing out mid, pushing up the camp as well. Samuro throwing out those clones, controlling them a little bit. Does have that Illusion Master. More pressure to be added out from those clones, which will be cleared away. Brightwing still pushing up the top lane, looking for the 13. Abathur soaking up as well. I'm looking to see on the minimap where that hat might be, and actually it's going to be a clone onto the Greymane, so two Greymanes in the fight. Riptire from Junkrat. There's going to be Tyrael jumping into the backline as well. Does have Sanctification in 5 seconds. Brightwing did phase shift in as well, hammering out from the Falstead, hitting his 30th stack. Greymane, the clone, Schumann dives in, trying to apply some pressure to the enemy. Tyrael, I think, just tapped well. Yeah, you can actually see that healing over time and the mana over time on the bottom of his bar. Tyrael has the Eldritch Smite out, will get the interrupt onto Falstead. Silver, ooh, wait, Stark is trying to get some pressure onto the backline. Does have that armor reduction from Way of the Blade. There's the Flailing Swipes, there's the Sanctification. We do have Samuro clone starting the channel. He swaps to the original. That does cancel out the channel, if I'm not mistaken. Chest Leader getting the channel as well. Will get interrupted, but Stark does come through. Drag from Dahaka onto Chest Leader. Soothing Mist will be utilized. Chest getting low. We do have Stark chasing on to Silver. He'll probably swap to a clone at the last second, and yes, he will. That is going to be the Dahaka brush stalking to top as the Siege Giant is pushed into the fort itself. Alrighty. It's looking pretty equal, honestly, in this map number 3. 1-to-1 in kills, one structure down on either side. Keep damage-wise, I mean, there's a little bit more value for the side of gillyShark at Bingo Night, but still pretty even between the two teams. Boss is up in a minute, respectively, on both sides of the map. We're going on an adventure. Abathur will soak up the top lane, and positionally, this is good for gillyShark at Bingo Night, though same kind of thing as I mentioned beforehand. That's not that bad of a rotation. Maybe I'm overselling how far of a rotation that is to the mid lane for a well tap, but either way, let's see. Abathur clone is available. We have Samuro throwing a clone towards bottom lane inside the vision. That does expire. Samuro still floating around in the back line. Actually swap vision onto the Dahaka, see what they're seeing really quickly on the side of under Newb management. Stormbolt will connect. Lazy Hydra jumping around. There's a Samuro throwing some clones around as well. One will expire. One going for the channel. Being microed around over here. Concussion Mine setup. Silver flies in. Brightwing assumed has the phase shift available. And Abathur is going to be helping out with some hats onto Samuro. actually going to go ahead and pull away the talons. Zoom out a little. Oh, wrong zoom. There we go. A little bit further out zoom. Seeing what the setup looks like here. Clone still not used by the Abathur. Samuro throwing out clones of his own. A little bit of Falstad hammering value, building up those stacks continually even on the Abathur clones. Brightwing still focusing mid, or clearing up mid. There's the Sanctification. There's the clone. Here comes Samuro into the backline. Riptire from the Junkrat. Samuro will be trying to reduce that armor. Allen by default is the initial target, it looks like. As Allen by default is getting chunked, that's a great gust into the wall. Schumann, the clone of Greymane. Lazy Hydra trying to back away. Drag comes through. Ah. My apologies. An immediate beard hair. Anyways, Tyrael goes down. Falstad to be traded. Back from my walk. Oh, hey, it's this game? Oh, yeah, Tyrael's the Storm. Chest looter will go down to the Junkrat. All right. Curse in favor for our red team. Brightwing dead for 30. Tyrael just now respawning. What's going to happen here? Mid's pushed up. Bottom's pushed up. Top's pushed in. I guess pushed out is the better term. Dahaka catches the soak there. Did Falstad? No. It just, though I looked at him as he was landing. I'm like, did he go for the upgrade at 20? I'm like, we're not even close to 20 right now. We're 4 levels away, so not even. This is the first chest swing. Oh, our sound alert's broken? Sound alerts may be broken. I will take a look at that in a second. Drag from Dahaka does connect onto Tyrael. Phase shift from Brightwing will be onto said Tyrael. Lurking arm out as well. Samuro trying to get pressure onto the backline. Sneaky Glades getting some decent damage as the Samuro will swap to a clone and back away. Falstad getting a free fort through the bottom lane as the top lane is pushed up. And this mid fight will be the end of the objective phase. So a fort goes down in favor for the side of under Newb management. Baha will be voicing all the sound alerts himself. Wow. It's a more shy guy than anything. Bush set up, Silver load, Sanctification out from the Tyrael, chasing in. Stark wants the kill. Allen by default spreading that biotic armor as well, or at least he's trying to. There it is. There's the biotic armor. Gust out from the Falstad, pushes back the gillyShark of Bingo Knight members. Greymane will be eating a trap, and that's going to be Boss over the side. Boss trade? Yeah, it's a boss trade. They're going through this pretty quickly. Can gillyShark of Bingo Knight invade? No, there's no way. Tyrael is going in. No, he's just clearing up mid. He's just clearing up mid. I was like, maybe they can make the rotation, but no, it's already way too late. And also, Abathur doesn't have clone for another 50 or so seconds, so that'd be a little too aggressive. Samuro will get the vision, assuming he's gonna try and steal away the Siege Giant camp. We'll see though. So a couple clones to go work on the camp, and that'll just expire. Okay. Boss in top lane, boss in bottom lane. So we'll see the keep front gate surely going down. Over on the top lane, Keep has that inner beast active. Siege Giants will delay things out a little bit. Alright, Mule is going to get some value. There's that keep front gate going down. And actually, that's all that went down right there. Mule is going to try and... No, Mule, you're working on the wrong... Oh, Mule died anyways. Alright, well... Pretty lackluster boss value, but, you know, the clear is there between the two teams. gillyShark and Bingo Knight, they could get this channel right here, which would be huge for them. Give them the curse. Give them the opportunity to end the map here. 61 stacks for the Falstad, by the way. Definitely much less Samuro in 2022. Need to rectify this. Boss actually has a dedicated anti-Mule tech. It is priority. Really? Didn't know that. Today I learned. Drag from Dahaka into the trap. Phase shift from Brightwing. Murden lands the Stormbolt onto 2. Riptire from Junkrat. Isolation onto, that's just the Tyrael who gets the Eldrune's Might away. Samuro low is going to try and back away. We do have Siege Giants in the top lane still. There's another drag through the trap, and Tyrael does go down. He's going to look for some cooldown reduction on his death timer. He's going to get 6 seconds off his death timer right there from hitting Allen by default, and that'll be the channel. No curse to the side of gillyShark of Bingo Knight, while Abathur has pushed up that top lane Siege Giant camp. Bottom lane, okay, I was looking because there is a decent wave here for the side of under Newb management if they want to push it further. Okay, Dahaka clears out top. 20 talent tier on the horizon for both teams. Could be a big fight over this camp right now.
Gather tribute.
Looking to see what the... Alright, so gillyShark and Bingo Knight know that there's someone in that bush. They know that the enemy's on this camp. 20s are here for both sides. We have the illusion, or 3 blade style. Samuro with the... Or excuse me, Abathur with the Hive Mind. Brightwing Blink heals. What is this again? Holy Arena. I just fizzed, pressuring Lazy Hydra. And we have that Hunter's Blunderbuss as well for the Greymane, so you see that splash damage beyond his auto attacks from in human form with the pistol. Excuse me. Stark's been target banned so long we forget it's an option. Yeah, it actually blows me away when it doesn't even get target banned, but it's also not picked up either. That actually always catches me a little off guard when looking at the drafts. Muradin Dwarf tosses in, lands the Stormbolt, Greymane's the target, Sanctification buys a window, Riptire from the Junkrat. A lot of damage onto Allen, who does go down. Gus from the Falstad with the Wind Tunnel pushes Stark into the wall. There's going to be a blink in from the Brightwing, a huge kill onto Greymane. Lazy Hydra is going to look to back away. Stark is going to throw some clones out, looking for the channel onto this. Chest Looter going for the channel. Lazy Hydra. Oh, that's not good right there. Getting interrupted. Drag from Dahaka. I assume Lazy Hydra dies, but no. Not enough damage. Samuro threatening and Silver with not enough HP. Mule coming down from Abathur. It's a hattable target. It's a hattable target. Samuro. Chess. Alright, Chess should have the channel here. Lazy Hydra are going to be backing away. That's actually another curse. That's the curse right there for the side of gillyShark and Bingo Knight. Can they get value? Greymane dead for 24 seconds. Oh, my apologies. I looked at chat for a second. Junkrat goes down. Silver, so very low. Doesn't get picked up. But is this enough to end? Is this enough to end? Stukov just now respawning. 45 seconds on the Junkrat. Samuro stepping in. Okay. Little Sakuchi jump in right there. Oh, Falstad does go down. Falstad will be picked off. We have 14 seconds left on the curse. Stark is going to try and pressure further out onto the Stukov right there. Blink heals from the Brightwing. The waves are pushed in, and this is a boss from the side of gillyShark at Bingo Knight. No Falstad Wind Tunnel available for 45. Excuse me. Alrighty. But a spaghetti code. Just a little... In Heroes, spaghetti code? Never. It's like a... There's like a dry spot in my throat today. It's so weird. I got that tracheotic tickle. It's not a real thing, but it's just the only way to really describe it. At least I don't think it's a real thing. We do have the Dahaka sitting in the bush right now. Will he step out into the Samuro? Yes, for a second, but not just kind of poking his head out saying like, hey, I'm here. What's up? By the way, Dahaka did go for the upgrade. He did go Apex Predator again. You usually see the contagion, but Apex Predator, I think it takes it down to a 35 second cooldown. No, 25 second. 25 second? Yes, 25 seconds. 25 second global, essentially. And I think it's also, the cast time is also shorter as well. So he starts to burrow a little bit faster. Boss in the bottom lane. Murden Dwarf tosses in, looking at E-Keep. Does land the Stormbolt, hammering out from the Falstad as well. Sanctification coming down from the Tyrael as the boss is going to take down the bottom lane Keep. Gust from the Falstad lands a really good wind tunnel into Stark. Isolation, Stormbolt. Tyrael's the target. No Sanctification as it was already used. gillyShark at Bingo Knight looking to step in. Clone is available. Greymane Clone is a very tangible target at this time, with the boss already taking down the shielding. Riptire from the Junkrat will be coming out. Should get some good splash damage onto two members, it looks like. E-Keep gonna get silenced by the Lurking Arm. Lazy Hydra getting low. Greymane Dark flights in and goes for the kill, but that's a drag on... drag from Dahaka, excuse me. A lot of low blue members here. Stark does go down. Chest Looter trying to back away. And looks like Chest Looter turns around, sacrifices for the allies. Can they actually get the channel on this before... No. Junkrat will be able to interrupt. Siege Giants on top lane, core. And Falstad to clear those out with his 120 stacks. Neat. Oh, the Believer's got to feel good about that one. It's a decent payout.
Red team's core is under attack.
All right, 25 on the Brightwing, 18 on the Samuro. Laser Hydra gets the channel onto the mid lane camp. We have another one on the side of under Newb management. And a tribute spawning. gillyShark at Bingo Night should be able to get to this. They should contest this. If they lose it, it actually could be GG because there's an open top lane. Or just through, you know, sidewall bottom, take down, keep, and go core. We'll see. I think it's honestly anyone's game. A good team fight for either team could be GG. I think Dahaka. Ooh, Stormbolt, drag. That's a phase shift from Brightwing. Soothing Mist as well. Here comes the Riptire from the Junkrat. Instantly utilized. Does have the extra oomph and got a reset onto the Riptire as well. Here it comes. He's just got to hit 3 enemies with the Riptire to get the cooldown, as the Riptire will expire because of the dive onto the Junkrat, so he gets no cooldown. There's the Wind Tunnel from the Falstad. Schumann getting very low. That's the clone. Stark is trying to pressure the backline. AJ low as well. E-Keep's got that splash damage. Here comes the healing pathogen from the Stukov, as he's also got the Super Strain and that level 20 top off. Greymane goes down. That's a kill onto Tyrael. Is this the beginning of the end? Is this the start of under Newb management taking map number 3? Murden's already rushing through bottom. He's got that Bronzebeard Rage, so he's just literally clearing wave as he's just running by it. Little polymorph onto Murden before he even gets the auto. Samuro's going core! Brightwing Samuro, they're going core. Dahaka backs to try and stop this. Samuro on core is actually devastating, as well as with an Abathur hat. Keep that in mind. They're going for it. The backs are coming out from Murden and Falstad. The core is falling rapidly here, 40-some%. Wind Tunnel from the Falstad is going to push them back. Samuro, Sakuchi's away. Will he be able to actually get away? I want to also keep in mind, note to all of you that core has True Sight. If I'm not mistaken, the core has True Sight, so they knew exactly which is the real Samuro. I think. I'm pretty sure. Bottom lane keep goes down. 1 second on the Greymane. Brightwing will fall as well, trying to back away from the Falstad and the Muradin. Greymane, Tyrael, Abathur. There's a clone. Double Greymane to try and push back the enemy. Samuro got some 58% off the core. Falstad hammering comes out. 144 stacks. The curse ends, but that never stopped the core from firing. Yes, smile. God dang it, Bobby. Well, GG's right there. That's looking like core will fall. Wind Tunnel from Falstad. And Dahaka goes down, but I still think it's fine. Lazy Hydra will expire as well. No, Lazy Hydra's fine for right now. Allen by default getting low. No, the false dead's still on core. It's yeah. I was like, wait a minute. We have a reverse throw? Nah, GG. Well played. Under Newb management takes the series 2-1.